All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. So I think by now everybody already knows that starting next week, I think it's Tuesday, there is going to be some Ethereum ETFs starting to trade, and really it is anticipated the market is going to be uplifted. But really the fact of the matter is that nobody actually knows how the price is going to be reacting to that kind of news. Maybe the market has already placed that in, and we will see a dump. Maybe we will see a huge pump right across the board, because what happens is that if Ethereum starts moving, all the other altcoins that have got some kind of rumors of an ETF like Solana, like XRP, probably they will start like having huge moves as well in their own very long anticipated ETFs. For ICP, of course, I think we are really too far from that, but still I think that the rest of the market will be excited because of that kind of, news. I mean, maybe right at this point it's not even news. So just to get prepared for that event that is coming next week here, let's quickly just jump right into the chart and show you some interesting things that are happening on the shorter time frame. And then of course I will definitely be reassuring you that look, long term with ICP, there's nothing really to be worried about. Actually, I think we are all in the right assets, but of course this still remains my opinion. This is not financial advice, but you know what, I don't want to run more too much talking about things which are not important here. So I'm starting here on the 4-hourly time frame, and what we are seeing here with ICP is, just as I was anticipating, that we were now heading into some kind of a block of resistance, and it's something that is very normal. Obviously, when you have risen more than 80% from the bottom, I think it's also very normal to kind of anticipate that the chart will struggle a little bit here and then pull back, and maybe we can even come back with much more strength here. So I think here on the shorter time frame, something looking like maybe an early double top kind of a thing happening here. Let me also just make it very clear right at this point that I'm not scared of a scenario in which we have a double top here and then we see ICP maybe falling all the way back down here to something like here. Let's go ahead and try to do that around $8.40, as well as something like $7.80 here. No big deal for me, because really, as I was saying, that the longer time frame is really looking solid. So whatever is going to be happening here, it really doesn't matter. But what really am I kind of insinuating here that is going to be happening for ICP? I think that here, just looking at the price action like this, we are seeing something that is shaping up, looking like it is a double top here. But then again, we are also seeing that on top of this double top here, we have got the RSI kind of diverging a little bit here, where you can see that right at this point we have a lower high compared to this high that we were having here. Normally this is called bearish divergence, so I'm not taking it 100% to be the case. And of course I'm not taking any trades here, because these kind of events, they are really volatile, right? But I'm just trying to prepare myself to say, okay, next week what happens if I see ICP back at $7.80? Am I really going to be chickening out? Or I will understand that, okay, look, this is still very much normal within the bounds of a bullish trajectory. So basically this is the story here. But if you also take a look at even Ethereum, which is making noise, right, and we go to the 4-hourly time frame, we are also seeing that here it is also facing a major resistance here. We have pretty much the same story with the RSI as well, saying that, look here, the RSI is in a bearish divergence here. But as I said already, in an event like this one, where you have something that is coming up and you really don't know in which direction it's going to be going, there is a chance that once the ETF starts trading, it is actually the one that is going to be helping this thing break, right? And then we don't have the bearish divergence anymore. But I think it's very important also to stress that, look, we are at a resistance right at this point. You can see here that it's trying to fight this resistance, and if you also refer to your Fibonacci retracement tools, that's exactly where the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level is sitting, and usually this is a nuisance for altcoins. So yeah, bottom line, we are at a resistance. We are also seeing some funny stuff happening with ours. We actually happen to have the same situation with Bitcoin as well, where we are seeing that it's now back at its mid-range levels. This area was some kind of a support here before we completely capitulated to the downside. Now we are back to that area there. And then also from a Fibonacci retracement perspective, there is major resistance by this. So yeah, as I said already, it's really 50-50 right at this point. This is why I'm not taking any trades, even though I'm saying that, look, these things are at resistances. The RSI is like this. And to be honest with you, tomorrow I will not come back and say, you know what, I told you that there was resistance here. I'm just pointing out to say that, look, if we get a rejection on ICP tomorrow, or whatever the day is going to be, I'm just going to be prepared to say, okay, there were signs of something like this happening. Other than that, nothing too crazy. This is exactly what we are seeing in the market right now. But I think that I'm actually interested in what is going to be happening long term here with ICP Internet Computer, because it is actually much more exciting for me, and at the same time I think it gets actually much more accurate the longer the time frame you are trading, right? In this situation, obviously we are holding ICP in our huge bags, right? And I hope everybody's bag is actually growing. So let's start here with the ICP chart on top here, and then the Nosana part here. What we are just learning from this is that, look, it has never been easy holding ICP. It has never been holding any altcoin for that matter. But we are also being assured here that, look, the price action that we are seeing in ICP right now is nothing new in the market. For the most part, you spend 95% of the time in boring price action. Either you are going to the downside or you are going sideways. It's only like 5 to 10% of the time where you are actually flying like this. Now, I actually always refer to this no standard price chart because after like dropping 99% or something like that, it managed to pump something like 700x. For ICP, maybe a 700x is something that is not very much possible, but still, I think I have a price target of something like $220 for ICP, very much reasonable. I will show you also a chart that suggests something like that. Then we also have got the Tron price chart here, where we are seeing ICP on top, and then we are comparing it to the same kind of price action that we were seeing with Tron. And I've gone on to highlight here some of the interesting similarities here that we were seeing. And then this one here was something like a 50% drop. We also saw something, relatively close to that here with ICP. So what we will now be looking forward to is a rise, or even something that is better than this here that we are seeing from ICP. Now, on top of that, if you take a look at the market cap here, we are still seeing that we have got this potential inverse head and shoulders pattern. Now, this is actually very bullish because we have got a neckline that is slanting here, meaning that it gets easier for the chart to break it eventually. And the measured move price target is obviously from the head to the neckline. And we are seeing here that should ICP start rising from where it is sitting right at this point up until the top here, we are seeing something like a minimum of 18x here. But I think the other time when we measured this, we were seeing prices as high as something like a 23x here for ICP, putting the ICP right around something like $230. And I think it's still within that range that we are looking for ICP to get to, at maybe close to the top of this bull cycle. I've said time and again that I think that the $200 price target that I have is maybe an underestimate for the ICP price, but still I think we need to be taking profits, right? We never know when exactly the top is, but still we have got a bit of a guideline here to see where we are going to be headed next. But I think that one thing that is also very much important here is that we are seeing that we are approaching some kind of a bullish cross here for ICP. This is now on the weekly time frame. Actually, I forgot to mention something that was very positive on a weekly time frame here for ICP. We were also seeing the RSI here obviously trending upwards, but there was of course something interesting happening with the yellow line versus the blue line here that you are seeing on the RSI, that each time the blue line is crossing the yellow line here, we are having like amazing gains here. The minimum I think was something like a rise of 97% here for ICP. So just go back and take a look at this. I'll just give you the dates right quick. We are looking at Monday, 16th of October 2023. We saw something like 560 something percent rise here from ICP, and then on something like Monday, why is it always Monday? Okay, it's because the weekly is closing on every Monday. Okay, I get it right now, right? The next one is Monday, 19th December 2022, and then we also have got Monday, 27 June 2022. We also have got like Monday, 13 December 2021. So the minimum that we were seeing there, the minimum rise was something like, so should we get across today here from the moment we were bottoming with ICP? If we just go ahead and try to measure, right, let's see what 100% is like there, right, which was the minimum, right? So if we go with 100%, we are looking at something like $11.50 here for ICP. Not too big, but still I think it's something that is also very much encouraging. Let's see how ICP does short term, but the cloud that is hanging over the market right now is that Ethereum ETF beginning here on Tuesday. I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's Monday, but still, whatever the case, it really doesn't change anything. So these are the things that I'm looking forward to obviously here for ICP. I want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. I try my best to come and put out exactly what my thoughts are on the market, and we actually get it more often than we get it wrong. If you are new to the channel, I want to kindly ask you to subscribe, because I do TA on ICP and a number of different other altcoins on a regular basis. I will see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.